Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, we're gonna do a weekend vlog. It is bright and early Saturday morning. Well, not bright and early, it's about 9 a.m. We are here at our campground. For those of you that don't know, we have a camper that sits on an annual campsite. It is camping during the summertime, it is hunting during hunting season, and then it's winter storage. So it's a really great situation we have here. It's up in the Jackson area, so about an hour, a little bit over an hour away from home. Far enough away from home that it sort of feels like a little mini vacation to come here, but not so far away that we can't leave and get home if there's an emergency or if there's something for work that pops up. So it works out really, really well. We are here for the first hunting trip of the season for my husband. Hunting season actually started last Sunday, but this is the first opportunity he's had to get out and, he hunts deer, so it is bow season right now. And so basically we come out here, we stay in the camper, and there's a little area of woods kind of right off the campground that he can hunt. So we went by the grocery store pretty late last evening and then got here with all of the groceries and things we needed for the weekend about 9 p.m. last night. So we went to sleep, got everything put away. I filmed a grocery haul. If you missed that haul, I'll link it in the card above. Went to sleep, and my husband set his alarm bright and early to go hunting this morning. Well, when the alarm went off, he had a rough morning, you guys. When the alarm went off, he got up. I think he set it for like 6 a.m., maybe 5:30. I don't know. I was sleeping. I had no intention of getting up that early. But when he got up, the power was actually out in the camper. Apparently, we had some strong winds last night, and so the power was out, which meant that he could not make coffee. So that was the first kind of rough thing that happened, because if you know my husband at all, he is a complete bear in the morning without his coffee. So he could not make coffee. We have a little like camping coffee maker that doesn't require power, but when he tried to use that, the little stop on it that lets when you pull the pot out, it stops the coffee from dripping. It got stuck and the whole thing overflowed. So he's like trying to clean up a coffee mess with no water and no power this morning. We did have battery, so we had lights, but that was it. Like none of the outlets worked, so he couldn't use his Keurig. And we're on there's a pump station for the well that supplies us the water, and without power that doesn't run. So we had no water. He's trying to be quiet to not wake me up, but in the meantime, like under his breath, he's swearing like he can't make coffee. Finally, he gives up on the coffee, gets his stuff together, goes out into the woods, and then they took down his tree stand. There's a rule that you're supposed to take down your tree stand at the end of the season. The tree stand he was using actually wasn't his. It was a friend of his. Apparently his friend didn't take it down, so they took it down, and it's gone now. And that's what he intended to use for hunting. So no coffee, couldn't hunt this morning. He was very upset. So we are now on our way to go buy a tree stand, which was not in the plan, but we're here to hunt. He's gonna hunt. Gosh darn it. He just stopped up at the office to make sure that they're not going to take his tree stand down. Apparently it was taken down at the end of the last hunting season, but he hasn't had a chance to get here to like scout his area and all of that, so he didn't know. So he was stumbling around in the dark this morning trying to find a tree stand that wasn't there, bless his heart. So it's okay. We're just going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to spend this morning going to get him a tree stand and getting that set up. And then he will hunt this afternoon. Hopefully he will be successful and it will turn his day around, because he definitely is a little bit grumpy this morning because it did not go his way. Oh, I forgot to mention, the power did come back on this morning. So we have power, we have water, things are looking up. But anyway, come along with us as we spend a weekend at our camper, he'll be hunting. As for me, I plan on working on some YouTube stuff, just enjoying this beautiful weather we're having. It is like 50 degrees right now. I think it's going to be a high of like 65 or something, but it's absolutely beautiful. We got that fall crispness. None of the leaves are really changing colors yet, at least not right here at our campground. I'll turn around and show you guys in a second, but the weather is absolutely beautiful and I intend to soak up every minute of it. So yeah, come along with us. We're gonna have a great weekend. Hopefully this morning's snafu is the worst thing that happens this weekend and the rest of the weekend is really great. And we'll take you along for the ride. Okay, well I am starving, so my husband's making, I guess, brunch. I ate last night at like 5 o'clock before we left and I haven't eaten since, and it is now almost 11, so I'm definitely ready to eat. He's got the Blackstone out. He's making eggs and bacon. He's also making pancakes for himself because he does not eat eggs. I will not be partaking in those, but let me tell you, that bacon smells so good.
How many?
3. Look at this plate of deliciousness. I've got 3 over medium eggs. He made me 5 slices of bacon. I don't know that I'm going to be able to eat all of this, but I love the flexibility of being able to eat pretty much as I want, and I'm still losing weight, which is incredible. So don't mind me, I'm just laying here in bed trying to warm up. It's pretty chilly outside. I did not, in fact, eat all of that food. I left 1 strip of bacon. I tried my best to get through it all, but it was just too much, and I had to tap out. But that piece of bacon will be here for me later. Maybe I'll throw it on a burger or something if we end up having burgers, although I have a feeling it's going to be ribeye tonight. We shall see what my husband feels like doing when he comes out of the woods. He's outside putting together his tree stand right now. And then he's going to head out to do his hunting for the evening. I wanted to chit-chat with you guys a little bit about something I've been thinking about, because I was scrolling my phone this morning, as you do, and one of my Facebook memories popped up with a memory from 12 years ago. And I was talking about how I had weighed in and I had lost another 2 pounds and I was down to 188 pounds. 12 years ago, I was struggling, pushing myself to lose weight, and I was down to 188 pounds. And when I started my latest weight loss journey, I had a starting weight of 100 pounds more than that. So over the last 12 years, I've gained and lost and gained and lost to the point where I was up to 288 pounds, almost 300 pounds. And that was just kind of my starting weight. This time I've definitely been up as high as like 296 pounds. So I never quite hit 300, but I was really, really close. And I started this no carb thing in an attempt to be healthier and to lose weight, but I have literally been on some sort of diet or another, on and off, for my entire adult life. I remember when I first met my husband and I was, you know, fresh 17 years old, I hated the way I looked then and was trying to lose weight. And at that point, I was at my like lowest weight ever, like 150 pounds or something, 165 maybe. And so I have spent my entire life hating the way I look, hating my weight, hating my body. And I know that if I actually manage to lose all this weight that I have to lose, and it's a lot, I'm still probably going to hate my body. There's going to be things that I hate. So I'm trying really hard just to focus. I know this angle's weird, I'm sorry. I'm trying really hard just to focus on how I feel and what it's going to do for my health, and not make it about how I look, because I feel like no matter what I do, I'm going to hate the way I look. So that's just kind of what I've been thinking about today, and I thought I would share it with you. Now my camera battery's flashing, so I'm going to plug it in and I'm going to take a nap because I can, and I will check in with you guys a little later.
This is where we spend most of our time, and I love it. No people.
It's beautiful. So where's your tree stand?
See the orange hanging there by the ladder?
No, but I believe, oh yeah, I do see it. I don't know if they can see it, but I see it. So not too far out, huh?
Nope. And all it's, what, 400 yards to walk?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So
Yeah.
he's just getting everything kind of set up so that he can come back out this evening and hunt, and asked if I wanted to take a ride. So it's beautiful out here. So peaceful. I understand why you like being out here.
Nice and quiet. Plus, I love nature. I'll sit so still that I'll have a bird land on my foot.
Well, I definitely couldn't do that. I wouldn't last like 2 hours out here because I go stir crazy, but
I've had a sparrow land on my toe and sit there.
that's incredible. So beautiful. We were just out on the trails. It was sunny and beautiful, and now it's raining.
Talk about piss me off.
Hopefully, it won't last long. Alright, so Eric just left to go out into the woods. My initial plan for while he was hunting was to film some YouTube videos. I was going to film my budget update. Even though we're not quite to the end of the week yet, I know where the rest of my spending is kind of happening. So I was going to go ahead and film that and get my week 2, like paycheck 2 budget set up. But dummy me, I forgot my tripod. I brought it home from the office because I've just been leaving it at the office because that's where I've been filming. But I brought it home specifically so that I could bring it here with me, and then I left it. So no top-down videos, unfortunately. I might film a little, like, weigh-in update on my, like, 2 weeks into my new way of eating. But again, I don't have a tripod, so I'd have to hold the camera like this. And this is fine for a vlog, but I don't know, like, for a regular video. I might do it anyway, but, other than that, I got no plans, and it's gonna be a few hours before he heads back. It's 4 o'clock now, and I don't expect to see him until 8. So what I might do is make myself a little snack and watch a movie. So we have all of these DVDs here because we didn't have like internet access or cable or anything here. We brought all of our DVDs and Blu-rays that we have had over the years to the camper, and so I can choose from any of these. And then up here I have all my TV series. So I got Dawson's Creek there, Lost, One Tree Hill, Friends. So I'm gonna pick something to watch. I'm gonna put together a little carnivore charcuterie board, a little snack, and this is how I'm gonna spend the next couple hours. Okay, so here is my little snack. I've got some little salami slices. This is one of those Sargento Colby Jack pepper jack cheese sticks. I've got some pepperoni, a little bit of roast beef, and some turkey lunch meat. And that is my little carnivore charcuterie board. I'm going to have this while I watch 50 First Dates. Okay. Eric came out of the woods and cooked me up a delicious looking plate of food. I've got a ribeye, which is my favorite thing about this diet. Loving it. Also, a beef patty in case the ribeye is not enough. And we've got some broccoli. Everything has butter on it, which makes everything better. I'm going to get a little bit of salt and pepper going, and that is our dinner. I don't think I'm going to be able to eat all of this, but if I do, that's okay. And if I don't, then leftovers tomorrow will be delicious. Alright, I'm tapping out. I can't finish any more. That broccoli was delicious. Not too bad for just some steamed broccoli in a bag. Of course, butter helps. Got some steak left, and I didn't even touch my burger patty, so this is looking like a good start for like breakfast and maybe lunch tomorrow. With a couple of eggs, maybe. We'll see what I get up to tomorrow, but for now, I'm done eating for today. Though I might have a diet soda. I haven't decided yet. Good morning, friends. Happy Sunday. It is about 8:30 on Sunday morning. I actually woke up at like 7 a.m. and could not go back to sleep. So I have just spent the last hour and a half or so working on editing some of the videos I filmed yesterday. I edited a grocery haul. I edited my little weigh-in, and I got started on this vlog that you're watching right now. I think it's going to be a pretty long one, so if you're not a fan of long videos, I apologize. Though if that's the case, you're probably not even seeing this clip because it's so far into the vlog, but I didn't even have coffee or anything. I was just sipping on water editing, and now I'm ready for some coffee, so I'm going to get that going right now. So Eric has not quite come back out of the woods yet, so he's not here to cook for me, and I'm getting hungry. Luckily, I have my leftovers from last night, so I took that beef patty that I had left over. I'm just gonna heat that up. I'm gonna have that with, I think, some cottage cheese, and that's gonna be my breakfast. Breakfast of champions. I could pull out a pan and make some eggs or something to go with it, but I think this will do. Alright, there we go. There's my first meal for the day. To be honest, I don't know how, like, keto-friendly cottage cheese is. There's definitely some carbs in there. I know it's like 5 carbs per serving, so not the best in terms of, like, keto carnivore, but it's delicious, and I have it, so I'm gonna eat it. I'm not trying to be super strict with myself. I'm not trying to, you know, count carbs even. I'm just trying to avoid the sugar and the processed foods and things, so I think cottage cheese is okay for me. Do what works best for you. That's what I'm gonna do. I have my beef patty here, and I'm like salivating, so I'm gonna go and enjoy this. Good news coming from the woods this morning. I just got a text message from my husband. He bagged a doe, so I need to start looking up some venison recipes and things, because we actually still have venison in our freezer from last year's doe. I'm not super comfortable with venison. I don't know why. It's just like beef, right? You can use it all the same ways, but we got a lot of venison that we're going to be making coming soon. Very exciting. I'm so happy for him. So Eric is outside right now working on putting together his, what is it called?
It's the decked drawer system.
Decked drawer system, and it's essentially storage for his pickup truck. We got this pickup truck back in, what, March?
Yeah, something like that.
And it's awesome, but what it's missing is storage. So he purchased this system of drawers, goes in the back of the truck, and then he has storage for all of his tools and equipment that he needs for, you know, going on jobs and work and things. And then there's still space on top of that system for if we need to haul something, right?
Yeah.
So he brought this huge box that we got delivered right before we left to come camping with him so that he could put this in between camping, or between hunting. And how much of a pain is it?
So far not bad, but I've not hurt myself yet, so we'll see once I start yelling if I smash a finger or something.
And I will show you guys this once it is all installed. Well, I just talked to Austin, and he's sick, you guys. He, this is how I know he's truly sick. He actually left work early, so he works at an apple orchard on the weekends. And he texted me a little bit earlier today saying he had a headache, and his employers needed my permission to give him something for that headache since he is underage. And I said, of course, you know, take some ibuprofen or whatever. So he did that, and apparently he's feeling even worse now. So luckily Robbie's there to take care of him. He's gonna pick him up from work, take him home. I told him to take some Tylenol and a hot shower, make sure he's hydrated, take some electrolytes. Hopefully he'll feel better, but I hate being away from my baby when he's sick. We are going home this evening, pretty late this evening. Obviously if it was like an emergency we would cut out of here early, but he said he's okay, he's just gonna go home and get some rest, but my poor baby's sick. Okay, well this was a labor of love for sure. It took a really long time, but it's in, right?
Yeah, it's in. I now understand why they charge so much for installation.
Because it was a pain in the ass.
Oh yes.
But it's in. You want to show them how it works?
So for those that don't put that much in the bed of their truck but need storage, you can have all these boxes, tools, whatever you like can go in there.
Now those boxes are bought separately, correct?
2 of them come with, 1 is extra.
Okay. All right.
And you can fit a whole lot of stuff in there if you arrange it correctly.
Uh-huh. And it keeps stuff from rolling around back there, and
keeps it from rolling around. I put additional locks in it that you order separately, and as soon as you close the tailgate and lock it, you can't get the drawers open anyway.
It's got, what are all the features? Besides the drawers, you've got storage.
There's wet storage up here. You don't put anything in there that could get damaged. You want chains, tow straps, stuff like that. You put it up there.
Because that's not waterproof.
These are not waterproof. The drawers are. So, I believe it'll still hold 2,000 pounds on top of that plastic deck.
I'm going to double check that before you try it.
I'm never going to do that with this truck.
So yeah, it's from Decked. They don't know who we are or anything, but you've been eyeing this since we got the truck in March, right?
Well, I've been eyeing it long before that.
It's pretty expensive. They don't offer any sort of sale or discount ever. So, you know, if you're interested in buying it, there's no need to wait for a sale because there isn't one.
No, it's an American company, American made. They pay wages to their people that are fair, so they don't do sales or discounts.
So, but yeah, hopefully this will do him a lot of good. He's been complaining for quite a while about the bed situation with stuff rolling around and having to tie everything down, and especially when we've got the whole family in the truck, there's not a lot of storage inside the truck. So this is perfect. He always likes to have his tools with him. He needs them for work and stuff. So if he's going out on jobs, he's all set and ready. So, and there's still room on top to cart some things. Just tie it down just like you would any other time. But he seems happy with it. Not so happy with the installation process. I heard a lot of swearing out here.
Yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare.
But it's in and it's pretty, and hopefully it'll work out well for him. So it's about 4 o'clock. I had that first meal around 10:30, and I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna have a little snack. I've got my little kind of cold cut drawer here. I'm gonna have some pepperoni, some salami, maybe a string cheese. Just kind of the same type of situation I had yesterday. Held me over pretty good yesterday. I don't think it'll do me wrong today. Alright, there we go. So I just have a serving of pepperoni, a serving of salami, and one of those Sargento cheese sticks. Alright, well it is dinner time, and for tonight's dinner I have 3 over medium eggs. Bless my husband's heart, he does not eat eggs, but he cooks them real good, and they look perfect from on the Blackstone. In fact, I think he cooked everything on the Blackstone tonight, except the asparagus, which went into the microwave. It's just one of those steamer bags from the grocery store. My husband is adding lots of salt to his steak right now. My apologies for the noise. Here I have my leftover steak from last night. Remember, we had the ribeyes. I had some left, so I'm going to have that tonight. And we had a couple of beef patties left in our refrigerator. We're trying to use up before we head home, so we've got a half-pound beef patty as well. That's dinner. I don't know if I'm going to eat it all, but I'm going to put in a solid effort. So the longer that I kind of follow this new way of eating, the more I realize that most of the time my eyes are much bigger than my stomach. I'm used to eating such like huge plates of food, but with all of this protein, I think, is what is doing it. I just can't eat like I used to. So I finished most of the burger and most of the steak, one of the eggs, and about half of the asparagus. And you guys, I'm full already. So I'm going to listen to my hunger cues. It says stop eating, so I'm going to stop eating. And, you know, not part of the Clean Plate Club tonight, but I feel good. I feel satiated, and I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. Alright, my friends, well, we are packing up and headed out, and that is my cue to go ahead and shut this vlog down. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.